Hello and welcome to the GlitchCube podcast, where we take a deeper look into the art of video games. I'm Chris.
And I'm Christian.
Speaking with Christian. And thank you for joining in. Feels weird leading. I'm like,
Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll switch it up. We're coming up on episode 300 here. We'll put you in the hot seat for a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. I need to be pushed a little bit.
Yeah. Can you believe it? It's already almost 300 episodes, man. It's crazy.
I'm like, man, where is the number? Where is this gone? You know, I'm like, all this time, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think we're about 5, maybe 4 episodes after this one out from that. So,
damn,
yeah,
it's awesome though. I'm happy we're keeping through it. You know, it's been fun. I like it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been a nice little break from reality, just and keeping up with, a good friend and like hanging, getting to chat once a week like this is nice, right?
Exactly.
And just talking about things that we love, like video games and all that craziness. And so this week we're going to be keeping it a little bit light. We got some updates for you guys. There's some big hitter games, right, that we want to talk about. Some unexpected ones as well, some little updates, things like that. But it's just going to be an overall just kind of like catch-all funness of this, right? Definitely some of these games that at least I've been checking out for sure are reactions to the Direct that we talked about in previous episode, right? The June Direct from Nintendo. Trying to catch back up with some of the crazy new releases that are coming out and, stick with the franchise and get all excited again for the games that are coming out later on this year. So there's going to be some older titles today, but, we're just have some fun with it. It's a little bit of a weird energy day, and we'll just see where this goes, man. All right?
Yeah.
Have fun. Yeah. I'll start out, actually, since you did the intro. I'll start out with one that I'm playing right now, because it's definitely a weird one, but, I was super excited whenever I saw on the Nintendo Direct that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be coming out. And like we said before, it's like the time between titles is much shorter for this, which is really cool to see, right? And so I was like, I've never actually played Kingdom Hearts 3. Let me pick it up and check it out. And so I'm playing through it right now. I barely got to the land of Corona, right, which is Rapunzel's area. And, so far it's interesting. The visuals are kind of phenomenal. I will say that. Like, that is a big upgrade there, which is a lot of fun. The combat is fun. It's more Kingdom Hearts, more smoothness like that. The story is goofy, which, no pun intended, Goofy's in it, right? But it's still, it's a fun game for sure. I just trying to remember some of the story beats, and I don't remember Kingdom Hearts 2 kind of demanding that you really know every other game that came out in between there. Right? Like, because I don't think there were that many titles between, or maybe there were, I don't remember now at this point. Like, how many GBA or, like, DS games came out between 1 and 2? And because it didn't feel like it was that much of a requirement to play those ones, like the outside console games. Because it really feels like as soon as you jump in, if you didn't play Birth by Sleep, then you have no idea who any of the characters that they're looking for are, right? If you didn't play like 365, whatever, then you don't know why Sora doesn't have his memory or whatever. Like, there's like weird things that are hitting that I'm just kind of surprised that this console game is asking that much of its fan base, right?
Like between 2 and 3, there was, let's see, you had Coded, 358, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop, X, which was, I think, a browser game, and then a mobile game. So it's like you have all these games that are in between. Now, granted, all those games also kind of take place either before 1 or between 1 and 2, and some take place between 2 and 3, but it's like, I don't know.
But they still all tie into the 3 story whenever they didn't touch in 2 story, even if it was supposed to happen before, right? Like, yes. It's like all of a sudden those are now relevant, right?
Like, as someone who back in the day played 1 and 2, and then I would play 358 when it came out, and then just didn't play any others until 3. I remember, I was there the launch night of Kingdom Hearts 3. Super excited about it. And then I was like, man, I did not play any of these other games. And when you think about it, like from between alone, just from 358 to 3, that's a 10-year difference. If you've only played 1 and 2, that's a 14-year difference. So it's like that's already crazy. Your memory is like gone probably about a lot of this stuff. And it's like such a long time. And I don't know, for me, like 1 and 2 are such monumental games to me. I love them. I replayed them so many times. And I played, the enhanced versions, right? The 1.5s or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I loved them. For a long time, I could easily say Kingdom Hearts 1 was one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 2. Nowadays it's a little different, but it's a game that still holds a very special place in my heart. So I've been thinking like, I really want to play through a lot of these other games now because they all tie together. I think the only one I tried and hated was Chain of Memories, but I'm willing to give that a try again. So
is that the card game? No, that's not the card game.
That's the card one, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was on the PS2. I had played the I think it's the GBA version of it, and that was the one I was like.
That's the only one I only knew about the GBA.
Yeah, it was Chain of Memories, and it had like polygons, and it looked better, So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should just do a deep dive into Kingdom Hearts and get into it because. I don't know. I was looking at the game release order for the year and I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, man, like I'm kind of lucked out that nothing really crazy is coming out for me for like a few months. Mm-hmm. So maybe I tackle this because I'm inspired by you playing 3.
Yeah, it's definitely making me want to check out some of these other titles because I didn't go heavy with handheld Kingdom Hearts. But like you said, like 1 and 2 were phenomenal. Like I really enjoyed those games. I thought they were fantastic. I loved the artwork. I loved the story. Like, so going into 3, I thought I was going to be able to kind of just jump in, right? But the only like handheld one that I played was Birth by Sleep. And like that was on the PSP. It was a lot of fun. It was great. But like I didn't realize that was prerequisite, right? Because instantly it opens up with, we need to find Terra. We need to find, Ventus. We need to find Aqua. Like it's like, well, if you never played the PSP game, you would have no idea who they are talking about. And it's not like it really tells you. The only hints you get are the little cutscene in the beginning of the game that like flash through all the games, right? Like, and that was kind of surprising to me. Because I don't think I've really played another game like this, like that demands that you've played everything else, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of extensive, I mean, I have a friend or two that's really into the franchise, and they've played, all of them. So for them, it's like, even for them, I remember asking them, like, well, kind of give me like a short bit of the story, and it's always like, well, here's my big like spiderweb chart of everything that happens because it's kind of crazy, right? The story is kind of everywhere, but yeah, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, man, like it's kind of crazy how all of these are connected. And even the Melody game that came out a few years ago, the one that's kind of like the theater rhythm where it's like the you're playing the songs basically. I guess that has story elements too, where it's Kyrie's story from the end of 3. So it's like, oh god, now I need to play that too. Which hey, I like the theater rhythm game for Final Fantasy. So I mean,
like you can't. I don't feel like you can lock away that much story beat behind what I'm gonna call quote unquote not mainstream games, right? Like. Some of these more mobile games, the lighter ones, they should just have like fun gimmicks to them. They shouldn't have big story beats to it, right?
Yeah,
like that it feels kind of problematic, and I don't know. I'm after starting to play 3, I'm a little nervous to play 4 because it's just going to expand on this, and there's going to be even more story beats that I probably don't remember, making me want to play But I guess it's smart, right? Because yes, I am enjoying Kingdom Hearts 3, so it does make me want to go back and look at the other ones just to get it. Or even watch, I'll watch like one of those crazy 7-hour synopsis videos with the red, the red wire all over the place, like connecting all these dots to the 4 different types of Xehanorts, and Roxas is Ventus and Ventus is Sword, right? Like all this crap. It's super mad confusing to get like, what was it? The Axel's name is something else as well, but he wants to be called Axel. Like it's weird. Like everybody has 2 or 3 different names. Everybody has like a nobody version, a heartless version, and then also like an empty shell version that the organization made. So there's just different bodies, or people are switching bodies or taking over other people. Like it's a lot. Like, man, like it's funny, looking back at this and seeing how crazy convoluted a story can get, but still everyone's on board, right?
Yeah.
So
that's what kind of crazy to me too.
Yeah. I'm surprised people have not like fought back from that one. But like, I'm curious of how many new players did Kingdom Hearts 3 get? Or is it like a returning fan base?
That's a good question. I wonder, like, if maybe years of people always raving about the first 2 games, if that randomly pulled people in, because I know that they made the 0.5s available on like modern platforms, so
but
people
if 3 was
play
your
those,
first, you would be so confused.
Oh yeah, I mean, you'd be confused on the first game too. It's like I don't know. To
yeah.
me, like, I'm curious. I was curious about how people thought about 3, because when I played it and beat it when it first came out, I was like underwhelmed, right? Because I mean, they were hyping this up. I remember the trailers they were showing off, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, there's a new one!" And I was one of those people like freaking out. And I just remember playing it that night from like 9 p.m. till probably like 3 in the morning, maybe 4, like just super excited. And there were some worlds in it that I really liked, but it just did not have that like feeling that 1 and 2 gave me. And I almost wonder if that was like a nostalgia like blinder that I had. But looking back now, I'm like, it wasn't a bad game. I just did not really care for it that much. So now I'm like, I do feel like I want to play one of these games. So I'll have to sit down and pick one now.
I do get you though. Like I totally understand where you're coming from, because I feel like 1, 2, and even Birth by Sleep, I had that same feeling. Like, this is a great game. Like I really enjoyed my time with all 3 of those. And then 3, I'm just having fun, right? Like it doesn't really feel like it's at the same level as the other ones. But I will say one thing about the combat real quick, so we don't spend the whole episode on just Kingdom Hearts 3. But the whole ride thing, like where you can jump into the blaster or the bow, right, and all that stuff, I find it kind of distracting. Like, it really does just make combat longer sometimes. Like, yeah. And I'm not really a huge fan of that mechanic. I like the Link mechanics where like you're going through and Donald will like yell out and then you do like a meteor, right? Or like Goofy Bombardier. Like those ones, like the classic Kingdom Hearts stuff, I do enjoy. But the rides, I think, are a little too like it's like kind of taking me out of everything, right? And I don't know how I feel about those ones so much.
That was something that I didn't really like too much too. I agree.
Yeah. Like, it'd be nice if there was an option to like turn that off, where I don't have to worry about that part, because it just ends up taking time. Where it just sits there, right, and it like has like a tick down counter. Where meanwhile, like other Link commands are, stacking up in the background. I'm like, I want to use those. I don't want to use this thing, so I'm just not pressing triangle for 30 seconds, right? Like, it does feel a little weird and off. So. Because most of the time you're not even hitting anything; you're just zooming around. Like, especially in the with the water one, like it just feels like like a minute long waste of time and not doing anything. So
yeah,
but But regardless of all that, it still is an entertaining game. It still looks fantastic, and I'm excited to play through more of it. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious. So, and I got a good deal on it, so I can't really complain that much.
Nice.
But what's on your radar right now, man?
Well, for stuff I finished 007 First Light.
Okay,
which,
so new game. How'd that go? Because 007
was
a
really
big one
good
for us, right? Yeah.
I went into it, expecting it was going to be more like Hitman, right? Because it's the same team.
Mm-hmm.
And I came out of it like really loving it because it really felt like a movie. I was thinking about like, man, Sony always tries to make games that feel like a movie, but ultimately don't have, I don't know, the roller coaster of emotions done right or the gameplay done right. But this game did it right. Like, they could easily turn this game into a movie and it would be great. But, for people that don't know, it's like basically you are starting out as a 00, right? It's like there's like a whole hour or so in the beginning of the game that's a training. And I know this is the one thing everyone talks about this game because it is really amazing. The whole tutorial is done so well where it feels like you're going through his life, right? And it's like you're doing the little tutorial training and then you're putting it into place right after. But the way the story is told, you kind of forget that you're still in a tutorial. And it's done so well to hide the fact that you're learning these skills. And it's more like making you feel like you've already known them, which I really appreciate. I think that's something really different and kind of made it feel a lot less like a game in a weird way. But this game is awesome. I was worried that it would be a lot of stealth, but I mean, for the most part, you could go full on action mode in this game if you wanted to. Right. There are like branching paths you can do in missions. Not that they really change the story. It's more like you'll get maybe more background information if you take different paths, but there's different approaches, right? It's like, pretty early on in the game, you're going into this hotel and you have the option of finding a press badge to just be able to walk through the front door. You have the option of setting leaves on fire to distract a guard. You can climb in through a window. There's multiple ways about going through things, and then there's multiple ways on top of that for other things. And it's done so well where I was like, oh, this is really exciting. Like, I really liked having all these different possibilities, how they all blend and work together. I felt like the AI was very smart when it came to me trying to be stealthy. And I mean, that's like the Hitman games, right? Like, obviously they should know how to do that because that's what the kind of games they work on. Yeah, and it's done so well. And it makes me wish the Hitman games could be done in an action way like this game does it. I understand why it doesn't, but it would be really cool just to be able to like go all out. And
are the animation, thing I haven't looked at anything. Are the animations smoother? Because I know like Hitman's a little like stiff, I'll say.
Oh yeah, this is smooth. Like, the gunplay felt pretty good in this. And the thing I like about it too is that you're almost always kind of running out of ammo. You're always needing to pick up a gun off of a body. And like there was a time where you have to fall down to this area and like obviously you run out of ammo pretty early on up there. So you're kind of like, okay, slide down. Now I need to keep jumping between covers to maybe find a gun off of a body I just shot. But it requires you like running through all these bullets flying at you. And it's just so action packed. Like it's a really awesome experience. Like the game is gorgeous, the sounds of, the 007 music, and it really felt like you were watching a James Bond movie. And
nice.
The acting is great, the script is great. The locations are cool too. I went into this game pretty much blind after the second or third mission, so I didn't know anything about later on in the game.
Mhm.
And it was a total surprise, all the different little things that happen in the game. And it's cool. I don't know. I think like there wasn't really a moment in the game that I was like, I'm not enjoying this part. Like, I think like there were definitely times in a mission where I was like, I just really want to get to the next part. I don't want to have to do like one or two little things, but being able to accomplish those one or two things in different ways made it exciting enough to just keep pushing forward. And it's a short-ish game, right? It's around, I think, maybe like 10 or 12 hours. I think it's more on the 12-hour mark, maybe 15. And I don't know. I thought it was a great, it was worth my time. I really enjoyed it. And for a AAA game of this year, I mean, it's definitely up there for like top ones just because it's done so well. I'm like trying to think of the other AAA games I've beaten this year, and I'm like, there's Crimson Desert, but
with Hitman and the escalations that they have, right? Like the seasonal missions. Do you think that there's gonna be seasonal 007 missions? Right? Like,
I don't think so. They have DLC coming out from what I saw that pertains to a character in the game, but that's about it. I don't think they're going to do that with this. I think like they're going to be chill about it.
This is more story focused, not gameplay continuation.
Yeah, because they're trying to do more stuff with Hitman, right? They're trying to incorporate a co-op mode. They're trying to do more stuff with Hitman to make it, more accessible. So I could see them focusing on that. And I think also because like, who knows what's going to come after this game. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a complete package. Like, it feels good. It feels like there's nothing missing. And it's definitely a different experience from, like, kind of what you're used to with, like, a AAA game where it's, like, either something's usually kind of broken or story beats don't really hit well. But this, I don't know. It felt like it should have been a movie, but they made it a game, and it just works. So, high recommendation for me.
I wonder if this is going to be the next movie that comes out, like the 007 franchise. Like,
I mean, it'd be a good movie.
It'd be interesting if they did that, right? Like, because when was the last time we got a 007 movie? Right? Like, I feel like it's been a while.
A few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the newer ones.
Oh, really? I think I was sworn it was like a few years ago. 2021 was the last one.
Okay, so it's been, what, 5 years so far?
And before that was 2015. Wow, there was like a 6-year difference. That's crazy.
And that guy's been in 5 of them so far. That's kind of crazy.
But he's done after this, so it's going to be a new person on the next movie, they said.
But I wonder if the new person's going to look like the First Light guy. Because that'd be interesting. That'd be kind of cool.
I think they already said who it's going to be.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, 007 has always been a really cool concept to me. I loved GoldenEye the game, but like there's so many 007 movies. Like, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah. I've seen like all the Daniel Craig ones, and I've seen like GoldenEye, and I know I've watched one or two of the old ones. It like you said, they're interesting movies, but like I have to be in a mood for them. So,
well, and it's a franchise that's been around since 1962. Like,
yeah,
that's insane. The first movie came out in 62. Just think about that, right? Like, that's crazy. And we're still getting new content, new movies, like new everything, new games. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive to have something that popular still to this day. Wow. What's like the next one? I'm curious what sidetracking here, right, in my own brain, but I'm curious like what other franchises have gone on that long, right? Like from the 60s on. I guess like when did Doctor Who
Star Trek?
You know, like
yeah, Doctor Who, Star Trek. Probably there's probably like one or two more, but not too many. You know, I think there's it when stuff hit like the 80s, it's been pretty easy to keep things kind of relevant. But a lot of those things like pre-70s, it's like, yeah, there's really not that much.
Yeah, that's nuts. Amazing. I mean, it looks great. Definitely one of the games that I'll probably eventually play through, but I'm getting caught up in so many other things. Like I'm like, keeping up with the book club games as well, playing some Skies of Arcadia still, which is really fun. I'm still digging it. So excited to talk about that one at the end of the month. And then, yeah, I started playing It Takes Two with my partner. She randomly came home one day and was like, "Hey, have you heard of this game?" I went, "Yeah, it's been out for a little bit." She's like, "Why haven't we played it yet?" I'm like, "Okay." So we'll see. I'm like, "All right, let's go." So downloaded it real fast, booted up. And it's been really fun playing with her because like she's not a gamer, right? So definitely like I have to help her with the controls and things and get her used to that stuff. But it's been nice being able to like talk and guide each other through these things or like walk through puzzles. And I really like the gameplay of it because for someone who doesn't play games at all, she's able to do it, right? Like there's moments of struggle, but which is fine, but it's right. Like she is able to accomplish the tasks. Like we just did the what was it? The hammer and nail boss, right? With like the toolbox and everything.
Yeah.
And that one was a little tricky, right? Because there's a lot of things you have to look out for, a lot of like visual cues that are for like gamers, right? Like typically. Yeah. And it's kind of funny. She wanted to be the guy, so like I was the girl, right? And so I was like, okay, whatever. But that meant that she's the one that had to shoot the nails and like aim and shoot. And I'm like, okay, like you got this. So, like, but she did do it, right? And she did great. So it's been like a fun little experience going through it. It's written really well. Like I get why people really enjoyed that game. So I'm having fun playing through that one right now.
Hell yeah! All of their games are good. I think at this point I've played all of their stuff, and like. If you beat this and you want more, like if you want something a little bit easier, Brothers is good, though it's a little bit sadder of a story. You know, A Way Out, I had fun with it, but my wife and I played Split Fiction, which is
that's the other
their last one, and that one is a lot of fun, but it's definitely it's not as friendly in a way. For maybe someone that hasn't really played games because it's a game that has almost every genre mixed into it. So like,
the mechanics are kind of changing a little too much.
Well, especially when you go to like the special areas, because each like area is going to have a little side thing you can do. And like, it's like a totally different game in those. So it's a little bit different, but if you're willing to put up with that challenge, like it's a really fun time for a co-op story. Like looking back now as I've had more time with it, I've really enjoyed that game a lot, and I would say like I think I even enjoyed it a little bit more than It Takes Two. Like It Takes Two was nice because it felt just right and like the length of it, everything, but Split Fiction I think took that, made it longer, and made it more fun gameplay wise, whereas I think It Takes Two has a better story.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. No, I'm excited. I want to kind of do more co-op games now because of that. But the next one definitely, like, I mean, Orbitals. I'm looking at that one now even more because of this. Where I'm like, yeah, if she wants to play a game, I got a game. Like that one still looks amazing, and I cannot wait to play that one. But I have a feeling that she'll be into this. But that one does look more like gamey, so. I'm curious. Yes. I just like the fact that It Takes Two introduces new concepts slowly, right? Like you get a whole level with a mechanic and you get to like play with it and get good with it. And then the next level, okay, here's a different kind of mechanic to mess around with. It's not like stacking mechanics, which, typical games will do that. So you're hitting 10 million buttons down at the same time. And for the average person playing a video game, people listening to this, that doesn't sound like a lot. But for people who don't play video games, they could just get thrown into it. That's frustrating, right? So, like, it's nice that It Takes Two just keeps it simple, right? When something like a double jump could be difficult for some people, it's fine. But so, like, you need to be able to figure out how to make it playable for everybody, especially if you want it to be co-op like this. So yeah, no, I think It Takes Two did a really great job with that, because the whole premise of it being a relationship game, and then obviously not every relationship are both gamers, right? So it needs to be at that kind of pace for that. So yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. But dude, Orbitals look sick. I can't wait for this freaking game.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I love these kind of co-op games, so I'm ready. I've been thinking like, oh, I should make like a list or something where it's like co-op that's like easy enough for like a kid to play with, easy enough for like, or another list also where it's like, here's for, like your spouse or a friend who doesn't really play games, or, then you have like another list for like people that know. Because it's like you look out there and there's lists, but they're just kind of everywhere. Like they're really terrible for like if you want to play with a kid, because they kind of expect kids to know a lot right off the bat.
Well, it's like all like Mario Party.
It's just like it's okay, Mario Party, and then they're like jumping to like, I don't know, like something like kind of crazy, and I'm like, I don't know,
Elden Ring, like, Night Rain co-op,
right? It's like Elden Ring. I'm like, oh god, here we go. It's like, start them early.
Date night. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been thinking like, oh, there needs to be more like exposure to co-op, because there's so much out there nowadays. It's just people have to look for it. But those games from that developer are like perfected. I think that as the past couple of years, they've been kind of perfect at making those games. So it's exciting to see something like Orbitals, where it's a different studio doing the same kind of thing with a really cool style. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, no, the art style is, oh god, I love it so much. I can watch that trailer over and over.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Last thing I'll talk about, just short because I'm still playing through it, but I've got maybe about 8 hours into it, maybe 6. But that's The Adventures of Elliot.
Okay, nice.
I wanted to talk about it because I had played the demo, and I played a lot of that demo. I think I got like 3 hours out of that demo alone. And it's an action RPG. I think it's more of an action game. There's not a whole lot of RPG elements to it, but for me, it plays a lot like a mixture between an Ys title and the PlayStation game Alundra. Though, as I'm getting further in this game, it really does feel like an Ys title, and I think that's why I'm really sticking to this game, because I really love Ys games, especially like the PlayStation 2 PSP generation of them, where they're like the like little little characters. They weren't fully 3D yet, and this feels like that to a T. And I'm really enjoying this game. I think it's not super hard. I don't understand people saying it's like Zelda. It really does not feel like Zelda.
I was going to say that. Like, I think the comparisons for it aren't really fair, but what you just said weird about it being an Ys game makes total sense. That is 100% what this is. And it works. That's a much better comparison. I feel like people would get a better understanding of what it's supposed to be with that.
Definitely. And, I have really come to enjoy games from Team Asano a lot, right? The Octopath games are really fun. And I just picked up Triangle Strategy, so I'm really excited to get into that after I beat this game. And, I feel like they've been doing really well. I think the only really negative in their catalog is Various Day Life, which I did try, and it was not good. Usually I'm kind of like questioning reviews on these kind of games, and I tried it out, and I was like, oh yeah, no, people are right. This is it's an interesting concept, but it's done bad.
Right.
So, but after that game, they've done well. So, I mean, props to them. And this game, it's great. You have your little fairy or your little person that talks over your shoulder, and they kind of talk a lot. It kind of is like Navi a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of tune it out. You can also turn it off. So, I mean, that's kind of helpful as well. But there's a lot of little hidden systems in this, right? There's a cat collecting part of it. There's
Say less. I'm ready.
I know, right? There's tons of different weapons to use, different little skill things you can do. And because it's a time traveling game, you're kind of seeing that same map throughout the different centuries or different timelines. So it's really cool to see changes in the game, and it really feels like a Metroidvania because you get a new weapon or a new thing to open doors or walls, and you're like, well, now I gotta go back and check it out. So it's been a very comforting loop of the game. But yeah, I don't know, I think my good comparison would be like an Ys and a Metroidvania combined. And I'm liking it. Screw the haters. I didn't know people were, because the people I was reading, they were really enjoying the game. And then when you mentioned, oh yeah, it's gotten kind of mixed reviews, I looked at it like, what the hell?
Yeah, people are hating on it, but hating on it for really dumb reasons. So it's another good thing to know, people out there, if you're looking at reviews of a game that you think you would like, look and actually read some of the reviews, some of these complaints, because literally one of the complaints was, I beat it too fast, would not recommend. Right? That's not a reason to give something a thumbs down. That just means that you've enjoyed the game and you kept playing it, right? That's on you, buddy.
Or performance ones. And it's I'm playing it on a console, and I haven't really noticed any performance issues at all. So I'm I don't know if they're playing on PC, then that's definitely on them. But I have not noticed any problems with it. I think the negatives I have about the game are not really those are things that I like in games. So not seeing it's in this, it kind of I'm oh man, I wish there was I don't know, more villages, but I'm greedy, right? I'm it's hard for me to be in love with a game when there's just one town or location. But then I think about the Ys titles, and that's kind of the same thing for them too. So
yeah,
but overall, I'm enjoying this game. I am kind of addicted to it, where every night I look really forward to playing it. So yeah, that's between that and Skies of Arcadia. That's my go-to for this week for sure.
Nice. Yeah. No, Skies of Arcadia is really fun, so definitely super stoked to talk about that one. And as a gentle reminder, that is our game of the month, which we'll be talking about at the end of the month here. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I think we're good. I think that's gonna do it for us this week. Yeah. Do you want to sign off? You did the sign on today. Do you want to try it out?
I'll be honest here. I need a reminder so I can be ready for next week.
Don't worry, we'll change it up every once in a while. But anyway, that's gonna do it for us this week. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little conversation here as we dive into games and all that other good stuff, right? But we'll talk to you guys next week with some more games and everything else in between. But until then, bye for now.